The Aristotelian Triangle, Part 2. The third type of appeal is ethos, which means ethics or credibility. Basically, this means that part of the way you persuade someone of your point or ideas is through your credibility to speak on the subject. Some people have built-in credibility due to a position, education, or experience. When Abraham Lincoln gave the Gettysburg Address, for example, his position as President of the United States gave him credibility to speak about the war and the loss of life. When a doctor makes an appeal, you know that she has education and experience as a medical professional behind her opinion. Obviously, when writing about your own experiences, you have some built-in credibility because you experienced the things that you are describing firsthand. In addition to the personal credibility of the speaker or the writer, credibility can also be achieved through research and demonstrating that others with more obvious credibility than you agree with you on the subject. So, while you might write a paper that draws in part on your experience and knowledge, supplementing your experience with information from other experts strengthens your appeal by showing readers that you are well informed, that you've done the appropriate research, and you're showing them that experts are in agreement with your perspective. The thing to be careful of is assuming credibility when a person doesn't actually possess credibility to speak on a subject. We see this all the time with celebrity endorsements. An athlete endorsing a particular brand of sneakers is one thing. That's a product that the athlete can claim expert knowledge in relation to. The same athlete endorsing a particular brand of underwear, however, asks viewers to assume that same level of credibility, even when one's skills as an athlete in no way qualify a person to be any more of an expert in underwear than the average Joe consumer. You also need to be careful that the celebrity has not undermined his or her credibility. For example, a while back, I had a student writing a paper on her experiences in high school golf. And one of her key points was about the integrity of the game of golf. She had found a quotation by Tiger Woods supporting her ideas in that area. Now, obviously, Tiger Woods has a lot of credibility to speak about golf. However, this was after the public revelation of his extramarital affairs, which meant that he had lost pretty much all credibility to speak on the topic of integrity. In those circumstances, the addition of him as a resource did not help the writer's ethos. The reasons that these three types of appeals are referred to as the Aristotelian Triangle is that a writer must use the three together in order to craft the most solid piece of writing. Just like a triangle has three sides, the three sides types of appeals work to reinforce and support one another as they support the thesis. Also, that support is strongest when the three are evenly balanced. A paper that is 90% emotional appeal and only 5% logic and 5% credibility isn't going to be very balanced, nor will it be very persuasive for anyone who can look past the initial emotional impact. Likewise, a paper that is 90% logic won't persuade a large chunk of the population either. As you write and revise your writing projects, pay attention to which types of appeals you are using. Also, make sure that you are using all three of these, ethos, pathos, and logos, and that the three are represented in a balanced fashion.